Shalom, shalom. Hebrew Israelites. Y'all here from y'all here at Columbus, GMS Cleveland. GMS Cleveland and GMS Columbus camp combo. And before we get started, we'll give all praise and glory to double honors to the apostle of the great millstone who will, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preaches truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. This is the lesson of the spirit probably out by Shalom Shalom, Lord is be an edified camp, man. You know, and we're gonna get straight into prophecy, man. Because that's the time we're in, man. We're in the time of the downfall and the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is very important scriptures, man. Dramatically, man. This is the brand. He is losing the ruler seat terribly, man. And this is a exciting time for us because this double downfall is our upbringing, it's our uprising, you know. Plan that he's not very well. Since what's in verse 7, this is everything phase, it's like God and the authority and the temple, like the country, the man that has children, he got ready to see the fall of his enemy. I see a man that has joy, a man that has joy of his children, and we got little to see the fall of his enemy. And we're in the time of the fall of our enemies, man. This place, America is struggling. Spiritually, yeah, physically, the economy is fucked up. The morals of this place is none. It's done away with. This wickedness is increased throughout the earth. Hey, this devil woman don't want them no more. This devil is losing on every side as we speak. But it's all prophecy, according to Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, I was about to add, even people around the world don't want their dollar no more. They don't want democracy, so on and so forth. The so-called religion, their plantation Christianity, they're losing everything. Right?
That's it.
So in Revelation 18, and let's go to 2. It says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils.
And that's what's going to happen to this place. After this place is destroyed, this will be a habitation for wild, unclean animals, scavengers, those things like that. It's not a place where people is live like it is today. All these nations over here, different fruitful places, like the areas, all that shit will be done away with, man. These different animals that need like deers and stuff like that need a source of habitation to live. Right, national parks. It ain't gonna be none of that after the Lord destroyed this place. But yeah, keep going.
It says, in the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean, hateful bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
And the fornication is the other philosophies, man. The different doctrines that these other nations, these other countries picked up from this place. Places like India that didn't allow the African. That's something great. India, it didn't allow the African and then now adultery. Now that's the legalized. But those are ways of American the military, the democracy. So you got Moab, all these different nations, these suits. So they want to follow after this little bread. They want to be like this devil man because they think that this is the way. You know, but hey, the war is going to for this place and the faith. Their purple works. So not like that, but basically the elements are built and all the works done thereof, man. You know, the ways that this place pushed, they're not gonna be going on in the kingdom of heaven, man. The Lord's gonna do away with that, with those acts, man.
I'll read something real quick.
Uh,
This is 1 Corinthians 7, 31, real quick. It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Like you said, going into the point, once America is done away with, the conversation in America is going to be done away as well. Like I said, the fashion of this world is going to pass away. All right, the different doctrines, philosophies, so on and so forth will cease to exist. Which how we saw sets up his governing body, his throne, under the throne of David. All right, and then the heathen will be forced and subjected to follow after our ways and customs according to the Holy Bible. All right.
this is real good. Bro, this is Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 7, get to the point. It says Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Right? It goes into fornication, philosophies, America. All right. It says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Now you can see this equates to this goes with hand in hand with Revelation 18 chapter. All right, because all the nations, the nations, y'all drunken of the wine. That's you got like Southern tribe, but young coming down this joint, taking everything from like golden. They got golden roads, and they sold this drink, but everybody's drunken of it. All right, that's why you got homoism and what do you say, Saudi? That's correct. Afghan. Oh, that was alluding to Afghanistan about the women not driving. They trying to drive and have rights. What the fuck is that in the scriptures? Contrary, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But whatever, man. It's like y'all be drinking of Esau Edom's bullshit, man. And guess what? You're paying for it now. Everybody's mad, slap, smack.
That's why, like the scriptures speak, concerning the kingdom, they're going to come up to the mountain of the Most High, the governing body, see, and they're going to learn from us, and they're going to be satisfied with what they have learned from us. See, they have learned all the ways that we saw freedom and have gotten nowhere but destroyed. Long following after this book is
Uh, yeah. That's verse 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. It's not going to be healed. It's no, after World War III, after the destruction, how much time return, there won't be no nigga in a white powdered wig trying to say some shit. Founding fathers. That founding fathers, that's gonna get destroyed right along with America, man, from sea to shining seas. It says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reach up to heaven and is lifted up even unto the skies. And that goes hand in hand with Isaiah 13. People going to the own country, going back, people going back to what was about to pop off. Because a lot of people are not about to fight for murder. That's why we don't have the draft, the military draft, right? They're gonna start forcing niggas in the concentration camps. Listen, which plays beautifully into Revelation 13 chapter.
I got quick. You said, so I'm saying like being doing all this wickedness in the kingdom, the American Edomite way, because that image of Esau is looked at as like he's like civilized. You know what I'm saying? Anything other than that, like you don't got no culture, you got no religion, you got nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it says, it's like that. Psalm 70. go to 20, uh, 20, yeah. As a dream, because if you read up, it says that the tongues have walked throughout the earth. So Esau's philosophy, the way he thinks, everything, the way he dresses, all that. It says Psalm 73 and 20. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. That's what the Lord gonna do. When he returns and put this earth back in order, the Lord's gonna despise the image of chiefly Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? He gonna cast him away. Job said he's gonna be chased out of the world, so on and so forth. This image ain't gonna be in the kingdom. It's gonna be the image of Yahweh while you have a shy and the Israelites on down. See, they gonna be following our lead. They gonna be trying to, obeying the laws to the best of their ability. They're gonna be coming up to Jerusalem like they did to King Solomon. What you got?
Yes. That because if you look at America as a whole, it's a whole big image of Christ to the science, right? Brass, science, what he deemed to be, true doctrine, which is all witchcraft, sorcery, right? But now we out here to expose this man and tell him that, thus saith the Lord, man, he gonna destroy you for, telling that our people are just black people, all of the confusion, man. That's why we gotta, expose this devil. But this is Isaiah 13 and verse 19. It said, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans, excellency shall be as when Yahweh Shah overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. So, the person was saying that in Revelation the 18th chapter, Lord will destroy this place, and the wild beast is gonna pretty much dwell here, and for all of the wickedness of this place. That's why the Most High had to burn this place by fire, man. Because it's definitely obviously seen that it's very wicked. Now you got men being with women, men being with men, women being with women. Okay, bestiality going on. The children of Israel being oppressed and they found out the ways of America. It's a lot to really examine and look at, man. But us trying to convey our people and trying to tell them to come back to the Lord, they're just being niggas, man. At the end of the day, the Lord called us a stiff-necked and rebellious people, and all we got to do is just come out here and just prophesy to the kingdom, to this kingdom. But it says, neither shall the Arabians pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs and shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged, man. And that's the point. The days of America is not about to be prolonged. First and foremost, the Lord is about to gather his elect, man. Because if we stay here, guess what? We all gonna fucking be consumed from all the poisonous, the poison, the wickedness that's going on in the land, man. But the prophet Isaiah is giving you an insight of what's about to happen to this place. Once the thermonuclear destruction hit this place, it's not going to be Arabian. It's going to be sitting here pitching tent, trying to tell you to come, get some halal food. None of that, bro. It's going to be true,
Not to add on to, but that's how we know this is a future prophecy. Because we know where modern Babylon is today, Iraq.
Right.
And they're still inhabiting that land. So what could this Babylon be talking about? It's not speaking of that land now. So they're speaking about the Babylon here in the earth. Like what is going into once the thermonuclear missiles hit this place, which it makes perfect sense. All right, these places is going to be turned into a wilderness, man. The desert wilderness, like I said, once they found peace, I want to dwell and inhabit. That's why they like it on the spiritual side of the evil. All right, and how we saw and Haman and Sodom and Gomorrah, those 5 cities destroyed by fire.
Go back to that. Science is corrupt. Economic instability. Place capital fight social unrest.
The Epstein, what's the name? Epstein files. People say at first there was no Epstein files. Now they say there is Epstein files. Now we didn't release it. That's one thing. Numerous number of things that they are they corrupt. That's like you got it.
It says social unrest, high inequality, and environmental depression. High inequality. Two kingdoms being equal. That's bullshit. Two kingdoms is not like the grand government. All right, and it will not prosper that way. Because it's all every father set up to the God, mankind.
The scriptures tell you, Job, the Lord is deprived of $1 million, and it's for a very good reason. Because she can't govern herself.
Hey, in Chicago,
The Northern Trump Jake, man.
see, I look like the nigga for Beetlejuice. The nigga hair was But this is what, like brother say, Brad has allowed in his kingdom, and that's why it's falling, man. And it's beautiful. This nigga's bugging. This nigga's tweaking. He losing his mind.
Fucking Kamala Harris, when she's the vice president, she ain't do what the fuck did she even do?
Bro, I was in Germany when she was that little race because we was trying to see who's gonna be the next. Because I think it was like sick. Yeah, it's some bullshit. And I was like, yo, I can't wait for this shit to happen, man. You know, I did a video and everything. It's like all she can do is laugh and try to laugh, do some little two-step and listen to Jake music.
Making it stop.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, and what movie reference to is it's called Look Up. So Netflix, it's called Look Up. Don't look up, don't look up. They had a woman president. What happened? An astro came down and threw the whole earth. But you know, it's hard people from the Vatican. Right? You know, so you know, it's supposed to be unless he's governing other women.
Hey, Dick, she had a son. The son was all soft and selfish.
Oh, shit, then I got to the ice chambers and shit, to a different planet. Ate up my Sarah Dackers.
Right.
Good ass Watson, bro. Some Watson.
But on the movie, it showed the monsters and the people, though. Everybody was just so into all the folly. They was distracted by the social media, by all the entertainment going on, concerts and football games. They wasn't, they was they knew the asteroid was coming.
Yeah.
Like
Niggas like niggas popping the witch and shit. I
forgot about that part, but you got niggas today. They know that this place is gonna get destroyed. They know about Russia and China and other countries from the shit on this place. And they'll tell you like, hey, you know, World War III is coming and stuff. Say, well, why you not repenting for it, man? Because at the end of the day, you just a stupid nigga, man. You don't know what the fuck is going on, man.
Well, they choose to be that way, brother. They choose to be that way because it's like with a woman. They choose not to have accountability in their actions. When we take these choices head on. You know what I mean? We have to because we out here. Okay, we have to do that to set the example, man. And we all fucked up. And off the hat, just to the spirit, the scripture says that the incorruptible spirit is in all things. Just with the movies and stuff like that, you can chew the meat and spit the bone, so to speaking. You can get something spiritual out of that. With where's that Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise in that movie. However, he was basically being a prophet. And he was basically giving them a warning, just like we do. In that movie that we were talking about, Don't Look Up. You know what I'm saying? He was giving them the warning. He was seeing the signs from the heavens and shit like that.
And guess what? The people was, still bullshitting and partying and drinking. But what comes to mind? It comes to thinking about Noah in the time of Noah when Noah was on the scene. They looked at Noah as a simpleton. He ain't know it all. You know what I'm saying? And no, I got a precept. This St. Matthew 24 and verse 37.
It's like my fault. Step 4, right?
Something like got it.
It says, breakdown of law and orders, times, defining infrastructure. So what's on the start? Like I said, defining infrastructure. Look at Esau shit. He got Esau shit. I seen a video on all shit. Like you said, the infrastructure is declining. Yeah, so this place is morally corrupted. Excessive taxation, the poor, middle class. Look at your paycheck. You get taxed. Yeah. They tax your paycheck, then tax what you buy.
Yeah, I thought that was the whole problem about taxation without representation. All that bullshit.
You see, so come on, man. And then they're stretching it even further.
Then they got that big beautiful bill where now the rich is getting richer. You know what I mean? 'Cause they had they cut their taxes, but now they getting richer. You know what I'm saying? And now we suffering, Jake. They take away certain benefits and things like that.
They're trying to make them two classifications. They're rich and poor, which makes perfect sense because that all leads into what Revelation 13:16. All right, we're saying free or bond, rich or poor. Ain't gonna be no middle class. Gonna be on this side or that side. See,
It's gonna be like being sick when you get down and lay down. You go, what man say? Yeah, stay profitable. Yeah. Yeah, because that's how it is. Man. They'll just bullies and they bully whatever, Still got a bald ass face and you still bugging the fuck out, man.
You see, America got weaker because in its beginning, what was that? What's that shit called? The Boston Tea Party.
Yeah.
Them niggas got taxed like I forgot. Can somebody just real quick? Somebody, I think you got just real quick. What was the percentage of the tax? I know it was like low as fuck. And you see, compared to today. So I think today is like I'm shot.
Yeah, that's something about the tea parties. I want to do a lesson on that. That was another what you call a false flag act.
Yeah.
Just like the 9/11. Just to keep that was like that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's very good.
this is Proverbs 22:16 says, "He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want." Yeah. So, like you said, that's what Esau Edom is doing. He's a further to increase his riches. But in the end, this man is going to be the one who's going to be in want. You see, plain and simple, man. So, hey, it's one of the things where the Heavenly Father has this man in the book, right? See, what he say? He set them in slippery places. You see, that's exactly what the Heavenly Father doing, man. Like the scriptures say, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. He think, he's doing, some tactical extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? To increase his riches and, to oppress the people further. But you're going to be setting yourself up for the move off the band. You know?
Yeah, he like the nigga at Mission Impossible and shit. Nigga go through all the whole infrared joint. That's what he's so think he's doing. But really, he's just flashing it with man.
It's just was it? So it's 3 cents per pound. They taxed him, which that's not too much, but that shit can add up. Now, can you
Yeah, back in the day, 3 cents per pound is actually really crazy.
you was like really quick the percent. What's the tax?
The national average is around 6.5 to 7%. The national average. Ohio different. I think Maryland and stuff. It's 6.5 to 7. So it's like that's like the national average. 7 to 8, 6 to 8, 6 to 8%. I could be wrong, but give or take, who gives a shit?
But it's just to show you once again, you know, these American they got weaker because they was like they got taxed off of fatigue. They was like, nah, fuck that. We gonna
That's
rebel.
up to like 37%.
30%, 37. So where's y'all American what they call them patriots? Y'all niggas weak as hell. Jake too, because when Jake gets murdered in the street for by a police officer or whatever, sometimes it be their fault, sometimes it be the police fault. But then they rise up, they what's shit called rebel for a couple weeks and they stop. Even so-called white people, they do the same shit. Oh, we can say that too, you know.
U.S. has a progressive federal income tax system of 17 tax rates ranging from 10% to 37%. What is wrong with your attitude?
It was 20 to 25%. Now it's 37%.
It's a lot worse now. Yeah.
Because the dollar it increases every day. So you gotta go for inflation, the super inflation or hyperinflation. All right. So you gotta put that into effect. Everything's higher. All right. I went to Popeyes yesterday. That shit was damn near $20 for four people. That's a family meal 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like 8 piece.
Right. Popeye.
That was fucking that shit up though. I ain't gonna lie. What you was eating?
We ain't gonna say. Shut up. Yeah, trying to close me.
No.
This is Job 12:23. It says, He increaseth the nations and destroyeth them. He enlargeth the nations and straighteneth them again. Seeing America's being straightened. You know, he has allowed, Babylon the Great to prosper, like the scriptures read in I believe that same chapter, Revelation, the 18th chapter, going into how, she has lived deliciously. You go to that word deliciously, it's luxuriously. You see? So, Esau, Edom has had his time and his blessing. He has courage. Right? But now all that's coming to naught. Now he is straightening this nation, humbling this nation, exposing this nation, man. See?
A few more. Let's see. It says inflation and debt, hyperinflation and unstable national debt, resource depletion. Also, 60 local credits to exercise broad power against the fragmentation of this rule 50 going into that debt. This is Habakkuk, Habakkuk 2 and verses 6. It reads, Shall not all these take up a parable against him? Well, real quick, Schlocker. Start out for it. It says, Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith, right? Ultimately, dealing with Esau, Edom, like it said, his soul that is lifted up in him is not right. You see, this man is just clean contrary to the ways of Yahweh while Yahweh shot. It reads, verse 5. It says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. See, music going into how so on and so forth. He conquers lands and have sales going on. See all this shit dealing with Venezuela and different countries, man.
They got what America got. They got an extreme amount of reserves. Like, yeah, they can. Yeah, you'd rather take your resources and keep his for what, nigga? It's like having a dollar bill or something. You already know it's going to decay, but you still keep that shit under your Mac.
It says,
You got everything by that philosophy, that wine. You go in there, you make 50, what's it? He turned his back on it. He still shit. Still saying the thing coming up for the still kill or destroy. So, that's why these nations gonna get angry at this government. They come down with those missiles sometimes.
Says who enlarges his desire as hell and is at debt, it cannot be satisfied. Right, we're going to his soul cannot be satisfied. Greedy. He's unsatiable. He's a glutton. All right, in spirit. It says it cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Right, look at America, it's a melting pot. All right, and you can apply this furthermore to the MOTB. He's trying to conquer the masses of the people. He's coming under the banner, all right, of the Tower of Babel. The philosophy of Nimrod. He has tapped into all these ancient philosophies and made them his own. You see it, and now it's trying to perform heavy feat by conquering the world under one banner, under one system, dealing with the AI, the digital age, so on and so forth, man. You see? Verse 6, it says, so not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that laid himself with big clay. Go to that definition in the BLT, big clay goes into debt. See? So this man has laden himself with big clay, large amount of debt. All right? And that's one of the key components to a failing kingdom, failing nation, man.
I've got a quick I posted in the Telegram a couple of days. This is December 3rd. It says America's debt is now bigger than the entire U.S. economy. 40% of global debt. That's why the American dream is collapsing.
Global debt.
Yeah, that means we're just too yeah. Well, leverage. We're there.
Oh, it makes perfect sense because this is nothing but a corporation.
Yeah.
Just how like we got a credit system. I'm saying?
States.
States. This is just a big America's just a big racket for the elites, man. So it's like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I could be in debt here, moving money. It's like how you got credit cards. It's a system.
And it's crazy. It's like, but at one point, and it's crazy too, because like you said, with Esau gathering all these different nations. Right now, you see your boy Trump. He's going against these Somalians, and a lot of these different nations, they come over here and they doing fraud, taking a lot of money, claiming their child got autism, and they be dealing with the what's shit called, like the medical system. They be hiring their own people, and then America would give them money for the autism kids, and then they will copy that shit for their own people, and then also send it back to the people at the land. So now you got money, everything's stolen and all this shit. So everything is just collapsing. That's why Trump is going crazy. Like, man, send all these damn Somalians back to Africa. And I think too, the Chinese used to do that like in early, like back in the day, pretty much. They used to have like their mafias and shit like that. Yeah,
Those so-called immigrants, they've been doing that since millennia, man. They've been taking their money. The money that they make here is way higher when they go to fucking Somalia or some shit, Africa, and then they make mad money. They build up this shit, and then they move back there, and it's like, you know what I mean? It hurts the economy because you lost a nigga that like a telecommunicator. The nigga that's still online, but smacked out his mouth. Nope. What in the world?
Back there, the size of the blessing empire, it says, judicial and effectiveness, as well to provide justice, enforce laws. Come on, man.
Child support.
See that? Yeah. Man. Like you said, it says, social enforcement sayings, social unrest and violence, protests turning violent, breakdown in civil order, moral decline in ethics and health, especially in the So Isaiah 10 at the top says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Right, like justice, you know what I'm saying? Unrighteous, so on and so forth. Ain't no true justice. Like you said, they got takes on child support, all types of bugged out shit. Man. Different men, women getting murdered by cops, not receiving justice. And all in all, he didn't murder them. But they tried to justify it, call it self-defense, but it wasn't. We know niggas bugged out and niggas do too damn much, but sometimes we're like, damn, nigga, you ain't even have to do all that. You know?
They spent 30, 40 years in jail. And sitting there, I'm evidence. They jail. They're saying that if they go strike plan, strike plan.
Do a couple months of Juniper Hills. Yeah. It's inside.
And back here it says demographic shifts, declining birth rates, population pressures, and major migrations. So majority people who want to have their kids never remember, man. And then he starts trying to, kill off people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing this part. It says cultural decline, a decline in intellectual and cultural life. Ooh. It says external threats, invasions, mass migrations, foreign interference. Hey, you mind if I make a point real quick? We go back one about the no plot support. All right. That was spirit. They got two look like bull bites and ambulance. Whatever. We ain't got the same situation going. And I'll say it. I'll gladly take the blame, but you can't keep everybody the same pot, man. We're on the trash, bro. I can't keep that. You know what I mean? So that just shows you the decay of society. Because everybody's on the one.
I think that Seafood, I get it. Seafood said the pallet bills, shall face, roughly paraphrasing. That's because that ain't happened yet. You know what I mean? America ain't really been invaded, but that will happen real soon. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get invaded by certain troops like cartels too. Russia might get a little bit, North Korea before they completely destroy it. So I remember years ago I was the elder Gabar. He used to do a Q&A live, and I asked that question like, is America gonna get invaded first before it gets destroyed? And he said, yeah. Hey, I'm doing. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey. You know what I'm saying? And then that's why these people don't trust these different nations, like these Africans and Latinos and so on and so forth. But that's some of them Jake, obviously. But it's just so much fighting. And like I always say, a lot of these different nations are here for the money. So then when this shit really finally collapses and there ain't no more money, some of them will go flee, go back to their own country. But the ones that's gonna be still here, what they gonna do? It's gonna be a race war, you know?
We put the dumbass niggas in the drive.
Yeah.
So to declare you're in what's that? Their status in America.
Yeah,
Citizenship. Yeah. Niggas, Migos gonna go there just so they can get their citizenship and get their head knocked off, man. For what? What more? It says climate change, disasters, famine, environmental mismanagement. It says disasters, famine, environmental mismanagement, just bring broader crises.
That's it.
It says triggering water crises, like triggering water crisis. See the different hurricanes and shit. Yeah, a lot of that shit got to do with health. Language just the different elements. It's causing droughts, messing up the land, so you can't really grow. That's why they're coming up with these different ways to grow. Take sometimes they can't feed now. So it's outdoor land is suitable for crops and to be grown in the right way. So how they result in shit. That's why they using artificial
fertilizer, shit like that. That's spraying pests over there.
Fake meat.
You know, man, that's why they do it on that. But like I said, like, you know, one time, these are broader, triggering broader crises. See, that's what's going to happen down the stretch. You know?
Yeah, it's man-made. You know, it's not really naturally being done. He's on, man. We just the brother Collins. They had a chicken like basically, when he had a chicken, it was having eggs, but the eggs was fucking brown. See the eggs in the corner store, it's high,
What did
they
you say?
GMO. You know what I'm saying? This is the devil we talking about that need to be taken away. Man, you know, he's tapping with the Lord's creation and coming back with his own ideas of the Lord's creations, man. And that's why, you know, this devil got to go, man.
And just in conclusion, it says these factors often interact, creating a downward spiral where institutions fail, people lose hope, and the state's ability to govern this disintegrates, leading to collapse.
Yeah, I got a second as 15 chapter. You're like, come on, man.
Real quick, Revelation 11 and 18.
Yes, sir.
Just to go into that hopefully further. But all this man is just destroying everything. You know?
Oh, this is Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged. Right? And that thou shouldest give reward to thy servants and prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Right, so this destroyed them which destroyed the earth. And this is what the so-called white man has done. The so-called white man has destroyed the planet Earth, man. See, look at it. It's cancer everywhere. Look, us being in the hood, all the wires and shit, that's the shit is leaving off radiation. That's why when you go to the suburbs, you don't see that. They got everything underground. Everything is grounded. See, but they hang that shit right over Jake's head, man. That's why grandma kidney failing, liver diseases, all types of shit, man. Shit, I got your insides boiling, man. That's why niggas is dying. But this is what this devil is the so-called white man has done. But you niggas don't see that, man. They befriend him, you know. But look at us like the scum of the earth, man. Because we calling this man out. Why Meemaw got to get her leg chopped off, man? Because she got diabetes. Because she been eating shit with yellow 5 and orange 6 and shit in it, man. You know?
Yeah, you still want to watch that movie. What's that fucking? What's the joint? Every weekend they eat Big Mama's house joints. Soul food. Soul food. Yeah. I always gotta go there. This Big Mama got a joint cut off by diabetics, but the nigga still gonna eat the same shit that got her arm chopped off and put to death, man.
And again, it's like, yeah, but everything now is changed.
Yeah.
Even the food. I seen a damn video. I think they was like some Edomites. They was like dying birds. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we look at it like Boaz, we got fake lettuce, we got, you know, different solutions that we can water. All right, this is what this is the byproduct of the so-called white man in power. Right? It's like he's able to come to the world, set us up. So now all the kids growing up, they go straight to the corner store with the food stamp card. What can they sell them to the person? Yeah, they starting young. Yeah, from the age of fucking 3 to 4 years old, they hot fried and shit. That's what we did. They got eating all types of you know psychological problems. That's all we fucking have. We eating fake ass white ass burgers in a box. Like this thing, bro. It's like this thing grocery store back in 06, 07. Gushers, fruit roll-ups, Capri Suns, Fruity Pebbles, Santos, Captain Crunch. What else? Honeycombs, honey buns, honey buns, chocolate brownies. Oh, zebra cakes.
And that's like when you go walk into the store, that's all you see. You don't see no natural health resources like herbs, nothing. All fucking terrible shit, man.
Brother Black, yeah. And you know what? And then after you get claimed or you got diabetes or a high blood pressure, or high cholesterol, then he's gonna give you some shit that give you the worst thing. I don't want to insulin. Yeah. Insulin's gonna make now. All right, now I take insulin. I gotta take a little joint on the joint, but then I read. Now I gotta throw up,
Right.
or I got thoughts of suicide. You know what I mean?
Right.
I might as well just keep this. You know what I mean?
They got bottles of water that got fucking all type of shit written in the back of it and shit telling you all the poison they got in it, man.
Contaminants, BPA, fucking microtoxins. You know, they say every human being consumes a credit card worth of plastic every month. So it's like you're swallowing your own toothpaste or your chase card.
No, EBT card.
Your Visa, you know what I'm saying?
It's well, people got cancer. They the longer you live without knowing you have cancer, you can. As soon as you go to the doctor, now it's damn, now I'm dying. Now I got 11
Radiology.
Right, because what they do is the reason why a lot of people they feel up the spirit during that process is because they're frying all your stuff. So they're feeling both good and bad stuff at the same time. Hoping that the bad side says don't want
Yeah, they killing cells that's supposed that was meant to kill the bad cell. So it's killing two birds with one stone. Killing the nigga.
it's killing.
Yes, sir.
So Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4, it says, and there went out another voice that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Right. Power was given to him that great. Also beginning with the nation of Edom, all right, the red man, okay, according to Genesis, but the 25th chapter, going into his history, see, like I said, it was given him to take peace from the earth. One more time.
Revelation 6, there went out another voice that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Right, to take peace from the earth. That's what Esau Edom has done. He has taken peace from the earth. He has stripped this place, all right, that was meant to be a paradise, and made it to the upside down world in Stranger Things. See, where all types of abominable and filthy practices are being practiced, man. All right, simultaneously destroying, like I said, the atmosphere, destroying the minds of the people. You see,
Animals.
right? Like the brother, his soul is not upright in him, man. Can we get that? We say, go the same person on the soul.
Real quick, just going back to Esau being the sword of the Lord, But this Psalm 17 and verse 13, it say, arise, O Lord, Yahweh Shai, disappoint him, that him is talking about Esau Edom, man. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked. That's the key point right there. The wicked is Esau Edom, Job 9 and 24, Malachi 1 and 4. It says, which is thy sword? That's the point. Esau Edom is the sword of the Lord. He's basically been a whooping stick to the nation of Israel for their rebelliousness and their disobedience to the Heavenly Father, man. So, and ultimately, this war was basically used to what? To trick the minds of the people, all right, conquer the people, and even the other nations.
Yeah, just going to vex you. But this is God's part of
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, this is.
I don't give a fuck. We laughing at you, brother.
Yeah, fuck this place, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Like, that's wild, man. This is Hebrews 12 and 16.
Like animals.
Yeah, he looks like yeah. He's just yeah, he got a course that with it.
It's so crazy because this picture about alphabet and the alphabet just walk right past.
Right. We've seen this so many times, and this camp alone, we seen that we see. You remember when my man always talking about when you drop like
Oh yeah, right.
when a nigga drop like a pound of bricks.
Yeah.
But we heard him like, yo,
Nigga, I nigga talk like a pound of mashed potatoes.
yeah, there it is. There, that's what I was there. Yeah, alluded to this. Yeah, but yeah, Elder Big I was pissed, bro. That's how you should be, bro. Anyways, this is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one month to eat, so his birthright.
So what the hell are you guys talking about? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man who received salvation. That's bullshit. Like you said, this man is profane, meaning he's outside the temple. See? We can kind of
Which goes way back to the apple tree. Esau was not upright.
What's that? Psalms 10, 4. We say, both sides not in all his thoughts. Well, this man is just he's the victim. The book about that Psalm 17. He is the victim. He was ordained to be the victim. But he's doing a hell of a job, man.
Want that song?
Very good guy for
Let's go to an hour. Like 10
That's why the Lord said He's coming to cut off a long disease, man. It's this cancer of the earth, man. You know, which got our people all bugged out, man, following out the ways of America, man. But this man ultimately, like, putting poison in our food, metals in our deodorant, all types of shit. You got titanium in your motherfucking deodorants that you use, man. Think about that.
the fuck? How'd I get this?
Right. The reason those chemicals, here what it is, it's a metal. Small, particular salt, big one.
It's on Jeremiah 13, in verse 23. It says, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leper his spots? Then may he also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
The so-called white man is accustomed to do evil, man. Look at his track record. Look at this nigga's track record, man. Look at his track record. What did he do when he came over here to the Americas, man? He slaughtered the northern tribes, the Native Americans, Seminole Indians, so on and so forth. Look what he did to the so-called black race, the Haitians, so on and so forth, man. Slaughtered you, man. See? Like you said, this man is just completely wicked, and he's still doing it to this day. No matter how much niggas try to say we free, this, and that, and you're an employee. An employee means slave.
Right.
When you go to the etymology of it, we're still in subjection, man. All right, and now it isn't just, he ain't cracking the whip on your back no more. He's killing you from the inside out. He has polluted your mind, polluted your thought process, polluted your food, polluted what you drink, your children, like I said, the fruit of like loins. You see? Like you said, the woman, he stripped the feminine mindset from our women. He stripped the masculine mindset of our men. All right, so this man has just systematically destroyed everything. Destroyed humanity, destroyed the earth. And this is why the prophets are back today. To curse this devil out and to profess his wickedness in the earth. That's why it's a big stir up. You get on the ground, everybody talking about the Jews now. Who started that, man? That started with our elders and apostles and their elders, man, exposing this devil. That's why it's a big fuss about the JOOs, man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? They make the memes, and then it's that creepy ass thing with the big nose and shit. You know what I'm saying? That started from us.
What's the double side beyond that, though?
You know?
After that, they get exposed, but therefore you still got people who's taking up for them.
Yep.
I.e., sell out niggas, man.
Right. What's the shit called? What's the law on the Jewish shit? Anti-Semitism.
Oh yeah, anti-Semitism. Yeah, y'all get put to death for that in Germany.
I thought when they called us niggas,
I thought that word nigga was an old piece, old like piece of wood or something like a person with black now.
Well, when you go to the word, it does go into black, right? But it's a derogatory term.
But then when they
Because we're
say
not
black,
black. Are you black?
no. And then
Your parents are black. This is black.
Mhm.
That's not. We're not black. They
So
put
basically, a nigga it can be a lack of knowledge, which means
Yeah, you're not.
place of so to speak. It's a play on words.
yeah. So
Because look, got black people and white people. Black symbolically meaning void of light, and then white going into pure. So they try to
basically, a
portray
nigga is
themselves.
the lack of knowledge, which means any race can be.
Yeah, right. Anybody can be a nigga.
They identify.
Like I said, it's just a play on words, but that's how they try to use it to make themselves as the light and make us as the dark.
Dark, right. That's just what happened to me at my job just now. I just got rolled up on my job because I had to go use the restroom. So I had listen, please. Listen. I went to, no, not even tea. I'm talking about poop.
I'm just saying.
So you know what I'm saying? So I got rolled up because I was in the process of doing a sign order, and she wrote me up because she started saying that I should have filed if she Caucasian. You see what I'm saying? I should have held my file movement, and I should have waited until after the time order was completed, and then go use the restroom. But what if I had pooped on myself? So you know how unsanitary that is, and the place it is. But then she told me, she started yelling at me in front of the customer. That's embarrassing. Telling me to check the fuck up.
Hey, may the Lord judge her, man.
So, right, but I'm just here to tell you now this because ultimately this befell us, our people, because we went up when we broke the covenants of the Heavenly Father and His Son. Well, the Heavenly Father. See, and now we're under the curses, man.
Yep. You said it. You said it. The curse. It's that curse, right?
We gonna grab a couple more. I think Jay Fun about it.
Y'all have a
So hey,
You too.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm on it.
So we might as well close up, please.
All right.
All right, so Lord will now identify so everyone may receive it. Gonna give all glory and praises to.
Shimmer Dog.
The honor, sorry, beloved elders and apostles, great kill, so sorry, to the left. While above the ball.
Above the ball.